Good day, fine people. A very warm welcome to you. My name is Nick from the Commodore AMIGA. I'm looking at a Space Invaders type clone. It's called Better Dead Than Alien, and why not? Published by Electra software in 1988. It's a shooter for 1 to 2 players. I think that you can play simultaneously if you want. I'll be using the mouse here, so that's quite novel. You control a pilot called Brad Zoom, but that's largely irrelevant, and he must save civilization from attacking space aliens. So we'll go straight away. So it's going to start off fairly straightforward here, just to get you an idea of using the mouse. I haven't got the best sensitive mouse in the world. Now on the right hand side is all, I think, power-ups eventually we can pick up, so look out for them and don't shoot them. This is my first go, so not expert gameplay, dodgy gameplay, nincompoop chat, and that's the first lot destroyed. And looks like it's very pedestrian at the moment. Game also come out on the Commodore 64, Atari ST and DOS. Space Invaders, of course, from Taito way back in 1978 in the arcades, which to inspire lots and lots and lots of games quite like this. Oh, I like that alert sound. And here's an end of level baddie, which didn't happen in Space Invaders. He looks fairly straightforward to take out. Not to dinner, of course, we all know that. Shots left to destroy him in the ticking in the middle, that's good. So 14 more blasts and he's dead. Don't want to get cornered here. Now I think we've got some kind of shields as well, so we can take at least one hit. 8. Come on, let's take him, destroy him. He's a wiggly thing in space. Looks like a bed bug that's got too big for his own good. Is it in space? I don't know. The background looks kind of browny. It's a brownie space adventure. Not expert gameplay, dodgy gameplay, nincompoop chat. See how you got on with your first or second go. Right, now we're on to a doddle. Look at that reference. You can type that in as a code at the start. But God, it's ramping up, but extremely slow. I'm a little bit bored, but anyway, I'll keep going in. The controlling it using the mouse seems a little bit weird. But like, it doesn't feel very natural, but at least they've gone somewhere different. Let's face it, it's not using the best of the Commodore AMIGA's capabilities. It feels like it's an extension of an 8-bit game, but, you know, it's Space Invaders. It's not supposed to be doing any vast craziness, and, you know, well, that's a power-up there, but I accidentally shot it. Oh dear. Now, we're going to need those power-ups later on. What the hell are these? I'll tell you what they are. They're stuff waiting to be destroyed, throwing the occasional very small thing at me. God, this is a very lumbering game, this, isn't it? Sound as to be expected, but even for Space Invaders, Now, it's not direct Space Invaders, of course, because you had shields you could hide behind. This you don't. God, I hope it gets a bit more exciting soon. Or they're coming at me a bit like Galaxian now. So maybe influenced by Galaxian and Gallagher. Right, Meteor Storm, now you're talking. Right. Okay, right, now this is the best bit of the game. At the moment, aliens are only taking one shot to destroy. I think further on down the line, they will take more than one. That's when your upgrade of your powers is going to come all important. Would I have played this back in the day? Yes, if someone had copied it for me or given it to me. I wouldn't have gone out my way to buy it. This is the most exciting bit by far, this asteroid storm. When it goes wee, I think there's like power-ups there. Right, almost through. One left to destroy, I think. 2 left to destroy. Kabiff. Splat. That was the most exciting bit. Now, we're still on very easy. Don't have any screens we've destroyed so far, but it's essential you have codes to leap into it be a bit more difficult. Please subscribe if you haven't already. That keeps the channel going. It's not about seeing all the best games, which, you know, if it was just about views on videos, then I would just cover the best games over and over and over again. But no, I'm a historian, and it looks like we're creating an index of everything we possibly can for those people that are bothered. Hooray! But, you know, it's nincompoopery, and I'm not collecting the power-ups at the best ability here, and that some people are clapping. Well done, me. I come third. Good. Please subscribe if you haven't already. That helps the channel grow, helps us get to where we need to get. And I'm in the elite table, Better Dead Than Alien. Available for voiceover work. That's me. Yeah, I forgot the sector reference to jump in, but I think on the mode below, I can jump in anywhere. Yeah, they have drink names or other names. Right, start the slaughter, 1-player mode. I'm not going to fluke a reference here, even type them very easy, because it wants the code. Right, okay, right, so input options to man, caravan, Maybe I can just do... There we go. Very easy. Where did I get to before? Surely I can get beyond that. No. Right, okay. Well, we'll start there then. I think that's pretty much where I left off, isn't it? Drambuie. That's what we needed as a reference. Right, go. Right, this is where we left off, so... Let's see if we can get any excitement on this thing. The Meteor Storm was the best thing by far. Looks like there might be quite a few end-of-level bosses in this one. First one didn't take too much to destroy. Yeah, so, you know, if you want to waste a few hours on this, because each go will last quite a while. Obviously, I'm talking at the same time. I haven't got one power-up yet, which is a bit rubbish by me. Biff. But I sense there's lots and lots of levels. This might be absolutely hundreds. God knows what they are. Looks like radioactive feet in space. Okay, if you're on a radioactive foot in space, then comment below. Yes, it's a bit in the middle of the road, this one. It's tempting to be Space Invaders or Galaxian at best. It's doing it okay, but it's pretty boring. It feels like covered disc fare rather than some game you'd go out and buy, especially. But it's Electra software, commercial release in 1988. Yes, right, what's that done? I've got a shield. Well done, everyone. Clap and applaud. I've clicked out a power up, and this time it was a shield, presumably for a limited amount of time. And it's glowing in red there, what I've got on the right-hand side, I think. There's a monster coming. Oh, no. Well, oh, look at him. He's good. Is he firing anything back at me, though? Well, occasional, but yeah, okay. Right, okay, so the movement here isn't too bad. Looks like he's going to keep scrolling down the screen. Looks like we take out a chunk of him each time, so he's going to be fairly easy to destroy. As long as I don't, you know, do anything silly. If you're currently doing something silly, then comment in the comment section below. Look, he's only his fringe. How's he seeing where he's going? It's just a fringe coming down now. Oh, God, I bet the last bit's going to be quite tricky. I really want to get some of these meaty power-ups. Yeah, as I say, I think if you get a bit further into this game and lose your power-ups, it might be a game over, which quite a lot of the time it was that with a lot of the shooters. R-Type in particular, it's not as good as R-Type, it's not as good as Swiv, let's face it, but you know, it's an also-ran. There were divisions, very marked divisions in Commodore AMIGA gaming. You got the really high super quality ones with sound and graphics and cutscenes and stuff, like Shadow of the Beast 2. You got the great racers like Lotus, the Street Turbo Challenge, Stunt Car Racer, and then it just, you know, there's a huge drop to a lot of the other stuff, which is a shame, really. I mean, there's a lot of dross on the Commodore AMIGA, I must say. You can get away with that in 8-bit because it was a funny era, but yes, a lot of people doing the bare minimum. Or this it feels, I'm not sure if this is the case, it feels a bit like a port of an Atari ST version. Someone might be able to comment below and shed some light on that. That's what it feels like. Getting a bit of slowdown every now and again. My hand is aching on the mouse there, hitting the odd button. But there's a variety of aliens, but you know, if they put a thumping soundtrack on this, made it a bit quicker, maybe a few less levels, then it might have been a bit better than it actually is there. But you know, it doesn't feel a great deal beyond what public domain fare. I mean, don't get me wrong, it would have been a good public domain game, but it does feel like that rather than a proper commercial release for a leading system back in the day. You certainly wouldn't see this on the Mega Drive, this sort of standard. It would be a little bit higher. It's a time wasting one, and already I'm a little bit bored. So I would go back to it every now and again, like I did Super Twintress, there for an odd few bits if I was super bored. But it wouldn't stand a chance with games like Test Drive 2, IK Plus, which is my favourites, Kickoff 2, Sensible Soccer, sitting there in the box waiting to be played. This wouldn't got much of a look in, I don't think. Speedball 2, Speedball, you know, Populous, Powermonger. Why would you pick this up if you're limited for time? So there's people that didn't have a great deal or just wanted to, you know, waste a bit of time. Reviewed quite a lot of Amiga games there. I've mentioned a few there, some of the better ones. But if you want to have a look at everything reviewed so far, they're in a playlist. There's a link to those in the description below. Or click on my username, takes you to the channel page. What the hell's going on here? Click on the playlist tab. Amiga will be there. Also links to the Facebook page and the Twitter page, which keep a few videos go up on there, but mainly links back to this. So this is where the main action is. If you want to get involved there, if you're on any of those two, then please do. Thank you very much. This is where the main action is. It's YouTube. Boo, 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 boo. anyway, or Twitter or X I should call it now, shouldn't I really? Right, so this is my favourite section. These asteroids flying all over the shop. That's the most exciting bit of the game. Maybe there should have been more stuff like this. Power up, please, power up, power up. Yay! Oh, at last I got a power up. That should make it a bit easier. It's tri-power, represented by that Z in red, I think. So there's all the other powers. We got the 2 power ups we got so far were the shields and this tri thing. And soprano is the reference if you want to jump into the next one. Look, and I got look why I got into I lost my power up. So it looks like you got to start power ups all over again each turn. That's a bit poor, isn't it? These enemies aren't particularly good. They look like bats in some sort of cave. Yeah, it's not progressing quick enough, is it? The advancement curve isn't great. I've been playing over 10 minutes. I mean, I've jumped in again further along, but it's not really advancing a great deal. It's more of the same. Pretty much I've seen this all before, so not sure what it scored back in the day. Public domain, it would have got a high score for me. Commercial release, mediocre, sort of like score 50-60%, something like that. 'Cause it's just not doing much. Influenced by Space Invaders, which isn't a bad thing. That's what people would have been attracted to it. So it's going off the fortunes of that. And that alien isn't particularly exciting either. Looks like red though. So it's very, very, very average. But if you're looking for Space Invaders with a crazy name, then this is the sort of one. But I wouldn't go out your way trying to chase it down. You saw the physical copy at auction for £1,000. I certainly wouldn't do that. It's good to come across it for free or a couple of pounds at most. Commodore AMIGA, better dead than alien. Obviously put your thoughts below. I love hearing from you, what you've got to say about the games, but we will end it there, I think, and a bit of clapping. So, you know, it's all right without being brilliant. That's what we can say. No big rush to go back. So, hope you like to have a look at that one. That was Better Dead Than Alien on the Commodore AMIGA, published by Electra software in 1988, obviously influenced by Space Invaders from Taito in 1978. Got any comments about this game, similar games, or anything retro, then please put that below. As I say, I always love hearing what you've got to say about the games. Until next time, take great care of yourself and a very fond goodbye.
Goodbye.
Please subscribe if you haven't already. That helps the channel grow, helps us get to where we need to get. I'm in the elite table, Better Dead Than Alien. Available for voiceover work. That's me.